Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Bună ziua.
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet! Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Ugh, of course the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
It's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Hello.
So,
Hunter.
You look like you're dragging a bit. Want another can of Start Drive?
I'm, still working on my first one.
Tony, I notice you aren't drinking any yourself.
I'm saving them all for you. Besides, I'm wired right.
The God Killer has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
If the God Killer is responding to me, then maybe I am meant to wield it in battle. Maybe I was always meant to wield it.
Perhaps this is another part of the prophecy. If so, then I hope it's the part that means good things for us. Because the rest of the prophecy is not exactly promising.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the God Killer wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
how is the Babylonian fire demon who powers this forge? What is their name again?
Babs, and don't you forget it. They don't like it when you get their name wrong.
I see. So, how is Babs?
Actually, surprisingly helpful for an evil entity that keeps whispering, "Kill them all," in my ear over and over again.
Tony, should I be worried?
Well, just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Oh, so you think you are a prankster now?
Oh, I'm a pro at pranks. Just ask Strange. Hey.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
You three have been at it for a while. I am curious to see what comes from all your hard work.
I don't want to spoil the surprise, so I'll just say it's gonna be worth the wait. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
I haven't seen you out here in years, Sarah. This particular piece of ground is scarred for me with memories I rather forget. You know that. Do you know where you're standing right now?
Yes, it was the place where I
vanquished your mother, saved the world, and made the ultimate sacrifice doing it.
So it would seem.
The details aren't the issue here. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me I won't lose you again.
Alive, dead, slaying a renegade dragoon, I'm not going anywhere. I will haunt you for the rest of your years. You will not be able to get rid of me.
Oh, Hunter. How I love you.
And I you.
God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning. Agatha and I are going to hang back here for a bit longer. You go ahead inside. That was a nice moment between you two.
It was.
We love you like our own child, you know. When you passed, we were inconsolable for decades. We never wanted you to have to make that sacrifice. But you were always the kind of person who would die so the rest of us could live. Made the loss even harder to bear for us. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. Just remember how loved you are, and that will get you through.
Good girl, Charlie.
Do you know why the sky has changed its hue to that rather radioactive shade of green? That's what it looks like when the veil between two dimensions begins to bleed together and become one. Almost like a sunset. The sun is about to go down on this dimension, and all will go dark. Hunter, I'm scared. I don't want to face him alone.
Fear is the appropriate emotion for what is about to happen to you. If we do not kill you first, your master will. After he is done swallowing this world, he will turn his appetite on you.
Please, Hunter. After all I've done for you.
All you have done for me is put me in a casket.
That's not true. I sold my soul for you.
You... what?
It's the truth Sarah and Agatha have been hiding from you. They wanted you to hate me. So they kept the sacrifice I made for you a secret.
You made the decision to sell your soul. Do not attempt to make me responsible.
But I did it for you.
Why would you do such a thing? I do not understand.
Because you would have died if I didn't. A human and a member of the blood never had a child together before. You were the first. You were so sick. I was told you weren't going to survive. So, I made a deal with him. Your life in exchange for my soul. I gave up everything for you. My humanity, my soul, my life. Why can't you stand by my side?
You know that is impossible.
Please, child. There is so much I want to show you.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
If you truly love me, end this madness before it breaks the world.
Child, the world is already broken.
Not yet. You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Is this another movie night? And if so, where's Nico?
It's not an official movie night. It's more of my way of saying thank you for being a friend. I didn't have many growing up. Wasn't exactly the popular kid, if you know what I mean.
Well, you are popular now.
Not really.
Oh, come on. Nico and Magic would die for you. I mean, they almost did.
They are the first real friends I ever made.
What do you millennials say? Best friends forever?
Don't know if you've noticed, but we're pretty goth. We don't do cutesy stuff like BFF bracelets. We have a blood pact.
That is very clear.
In Transia, it was just me and my brother Pietro for a long while. We wandered from village to village, begging, doing odd jobs, scrounging by any way we could.
That sounds impossibly hard.
We survived. It's why we had to that was the hardest part.
Oh?
When I was a child, Transia was very poor. Our parents could find no work. One day, my father stole bread to feed us. A mob chased him into our neighborhood. I was terrified for him. I told them to stop, and half of them turned to stone. I didn't mean to. I didn't understand my powers or how to use them, but I got scared, and people died. But the worst of it, Father pointed at me and cried out, "Witch." And then he was part of the mob, and they were after me. Pietro grabbed me and ran, faster than any person can run. We realized we could never go back. We were different, and had to look out for ourselves.
You were lucky you survived.
It doesn't really feel like that. I felt like my life was cursed with misfortune, heartache, and pain ever since. It wasn't until recently that I began to feel that curse lift.
What changed?
You. I met you, and you saved me. So, thank you for being a friend. Didn't know how much I needed one like you.
They say the Pacific Ocean has no memory, Hunter.
But you are looking at the Atlantic.
Really? Well, that explains so much. Just think. A few years ago, I was just your quintessential 98-pound high school freshman weakling. Even the lunch ladies used to shake me down for milk money. Now look at me. Hanging with the legendary Hunter and the Midnight Suns in their super-secret Atlantic Ocean base.
We are happy to have you.
That's just it. What if that radioactive spider had decided to chomp down on someone else's behind? What would old non-arachnid me be?
Something tells me you would have changed the world regardless, Peter Parker.
Change the world? Let's not get carried away here. I may have helped out a bit in the neighborhood, but...
You have certainly impacted me.
Right back at you, pal. You know, Hunter, I've been to a lot of truly amazing places since I put on the old spider tights. Way beyond my little neighborhood in Queens. But when all is said and done, there is nowhere I'd rather be right now than here with the rest of you.
This mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over it.
This isn't about... Hey, Hunter. Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Farewell.
What's the latest intel? Well, this was educational, in a terrible way. Let's crunch the numbers. Here's the latest from Hydra World. I'm sure Tony won't mind if I install XCOM on Central. It's for tactical research. Now we know what they're up to. The question is... This should keep someone busy.
Thanks, Hunter.
Tony and I have been researching this God Killer as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
I cannot wait much longer, Strange. Why not give me a hint?
This is too important and potentially too dangerous to play coy games with, Hunter. Perhaps I should just tell you now to avoid any unnecessary speculation. I suspected this blade had a connection to Cathan, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the God Killer wasn't just made to fight Cathan, it's made of Cathan.
I'm sorry. This is somehow worse than what I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Cathan's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The God Killer.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
If this is truly made of Cathan's being, as you say, then not even the demon-haunted fires of the forge will make a mark on it.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
Consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Cathan. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the God Killer. She could use it to complete Cathan.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
You seem so much wiser than your years.
You...
Always on the hunt, right? We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.
Hydra's mystics are trying to open one of those rifts. It probably goes without saying, but we can't have them summoning abominations from the other side.
They have not lost interest.
Bad luck for you, bub.
Now that was something.
Let's dance.
Lilith has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
That's one mystic out.
Kiss it goodbye.
Protects us.
Leave some for the rest of us.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
Hydra Immortalis. They will kneel. You will suffer. We are
Still the prize. Sheer numbers won't save you now. Walk in the light.
I'll take what I can get.
I am impressed.
Shouldn't fight with Hulk. Saw that!
They're calling something forth. You need to stop them.
Mother said you would be delicious.
Your end.
I am the mother. As she will.
children will join us soon.
Is it my turn now? Is Faust just running some kind of experiment on your face? I think he botched it. Just what I need. Time for a dirt.
Good one!
Hope you're ready.
Friend got it!
Whatever gets the job done.
Works for Hulk!
My mother!
Need to help! Destroy!
We can wait no more!
even for Hydra.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. Now for something real special. About time.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Now it's my turn.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed.
This is not good.
My sisters and I will soon be rewarded.
That'll heal right up.
Now is the time. The rift opens.
They seem to be fixated on me.
Time is out. You need to stop that ritual now.
Your time has come! You are lucky to still be breathing.
Done waiting.
Hawk saw that!
Our pact will not be broken.
Friend got it!
Nice move, bub.
Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
All right, let's mop up these fools so we can get out of here.
I must must break you.
We were
I may need some help here. The light will carry you onward.
Hulk owes you.
You have earned this.
I fail her.
Was that truly your best?
Time to hurt you.
My fate is very different from yours. We don't fear death.
They cannot possibly match your strength. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Oblivion opens her arms.
No worries for Hulk.
I will not fall again. The light will heal you. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Never could get used to that.
Leave some for the rest of us.
We'll be home in time for movie night. I'm gonna rip you a new one.
I know what my future holds.
you make an excellent partner.
We've done it.
We're supposed to have shop class tonight, but Tony really got under his skin. I've never seen him this mad. Can you help me talk him down?
Lead the way.
Thanks, Hunter.
You've gone too far, Tony!
Explain how replacing outdated equipment is a problem.
You moved my car!
It was in the way, and I moved it back.
Crap.
All this flashy junk isn't why I'm here. Why any of the rest of us are here.
Well, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, then get out of the way.
Never meet your heroes. I get it now. I don't know why I thought you could change.
Robbie just needs a little space. Let's get started. We have no big threats on the horizon, so today we're going to retool some of our gear.
No big threats? What about Lilith?
Shop class deals with known quantities. Lilith alters fundamental scientific principles just by existing. She's way out of our league. Besides, we have a ton of ideas in the backlog for these personal prototypes. It all depends on the components at hand. Did you bring the components?
No.
Sure, I get it. I have a hard time tracking them down too. Time to, Tony, what's up?
I think your gearhead pal is still wound up.
Okay. Hunter, give me a minute. I want to make sure Robbie's okay.
Take your time. I'll assemble the prototype for the Hunter.
Oh, I'd prefer to hold off. There are some details I want to go over before we begin.
Oh, come on. You've managed so far. How hard can it be for me?
Sure, fine.
Before we get started, I've noticed Parker takes twice as long to finish these prototypes than he should. I have some ideas.
We should get started.
You know what? It's just easier if I show you.
Okay.
Sit back and watch the master at work. What? You looking for a round two? I don't want to butt heads, but to quote a frenemy, I can do this all day.
Tony, I don't want to fight you. You were my hero growing up.
Kids do love Iron Man.
Not Iron Man. You, Tony. The man who could fix any problem with technology.
What do you want, Robbie?
10 years ago, you bought the Salazar steel plant, then shut it down. Do you remember what you said at the press conference? When you announced the Stark Technology Center?
Something witty?
You said, I'm here to make progress. If you aren't, you should get out of my way. Tony, you put half the families in my neighborhood out of work. And for what? You never even broke ground on that technology center.
I don't even remember this.
3 years later, most of the families who you put out of work had moved away. Follow the jobs, you know? The rest of us weren't so lucky. That's when things got real bad. But those families had it right. You need to know when it's time to move on. So good luck with shop class. I hope it's all the progress you want it to be.
You too, Parker?
Yeah, Tony. If I could manage it, how hard can it be for you?
Damn it. What just happened?
Robbie never mentioned anything about a steel plant.
He said 10 years ago? I don't remember buying a steel plant in LA.
Was he wrong?
Probably not. Salazar Steel. That name is familiar. I can fix this.
Maybe, but not tonight. There's my ferocious Charlie Good. Agatha.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the God Killer, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I am not interested in it as much as it seems to be interested in me.
What do you mean?
When I came near it, the blade glowed. I feel as though it recognized me.
It recognized you?
Yes. It seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the God Killer or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the God Killer as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the God Killer now makes that possibility very much a reality.
I wish there was another way, but I doubt my mother will listen to reason and abandon this insanity.
As I recall, she was never very good at listening to anyone. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
The God Killer certainly turned out to be more than we bargained for, didn't it? First, we discover its hilt is made from a member of the Blood. Then, Strange comes to the conclusion that the blade is constructed from the very primordial evil god we are trying to prevent from devouring this dimension.
In the words of that cult 20th century play and film adaptation, the God Killer is made of people!
I think you meant to say made of dead immortals and elder gods. But all joking aside, the grotesque origins of the blade isn't what concerns me about it. It's its danger. To you. I fear that its connection to your collar is a way Chthon could exploit its fissure and break it completely.
You know about the crack in my collar? How?
Agatha told me it was fractured during that explosion with venom. She thought I should know. I'm not angry with you, Hunter, but why didn't you come to me as soon as you realized it was compromised?
I thought I could manage it on my own.
You don't need to do that, ever. I know I've been hard on you, but I'm here for you, Hunter. This must be the last secret we keep between us. It has to be. There's too much riding on it. That crack in your collar makes you more vulnerable to corruption than ever.
I know you have a lot.